Welcome back. March 1st, National Peanut Butter Lovers Day. And who don't love peanut butter? Unless you're allergic, of course. Brand new month here. We made it through 2, starting number 3. Might as well start it off with a really kicking dessert, okay? The other thing is, too, I've had this tart pan for a while, and I've never had a chance to use it. So today, again, something new, we'll be using a tart pan today. Very limited ingredients. It's a little chocolate, a little peanut butter, perfect combination. We're going to see how this one comes out. New recipe. Hey, Peanut Butter Lovers Day. I know we had a peanut butter day in January, I think it was. But this is Peanut Butter Lovers Day. So you got to love it. Either love it or leave it. Alright, but we're going to love it. So let's get started. I'll show you what you need today. Okay, simple ingredients today. We need 10 graham crackers. I'm using the chocolate variety. We need 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 3 ounces of milk chocolate, 1 3/4 cup of heavy cream, 3/4 cup of creamy peanut butter, a 1/2 cup of cream cheese or 1/2 block, and a 1/3 cup of sweetened condensed milk. Oh, and you also need a tart pan. Okay, so this is one of those recipes that you have to do in a couple stages. So what we're going to do first is ground up our chocolate graham crackers in a food processor. I'm using my little mini chopper here. Just want to grind it down so it's almost like, you know, breadcrumbs or, you know, graham cracker crumbs. Okay? Okay, so once you have your ground up graham crackers or chocolate graham crackers, now the recipe I found said to use graham crackers, but I'm using the chocolate variety because chocolate and peanut butter, I mean, you can't lose. So we took our butter and we melted down our 6 tablespoons of butter, okay? And we're just going to mix those two things together, the chocolate crumbs and the butter. Okay, so once you have your butter and your crumbs mixed, take your tart pan. Now this is one of those tart pans that has the removable bottom, because that's going to make this thing coming out of here really easy. Okay, so we're just going to put all of our crumbs in here. We're going to press this into the pan and make sure that we go up the side so we get this nice scalloped edge. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, so we pressed our chocolate crumbs and butter into this nice crust. Now we're going to put this in the fridge because we want this to re-harden the butter to make a nice firm crust while we're working on the next step. Okay, so into the fridge. Be careful. Remember, this has a removable bottom, so don't grab it from the bottom or you're going to come right through the top. Alrighty, see you in a few minutes for the next step. Okay, on to the next step. We have a bowl of ice water here and a bowl with our chocolate chips in it. Okay, we're warming up a 1/2 cup of our heavy cream in a pot, which we're going to pour over this and then mix it till it's all melted, you know, like we've done before on other shows when we've done the ganache in the mixer and we've drizzled in the heavy cream. We're just going to do it by hand today because it's not a lot. But once we do that and we get this melted down, we're going to need to stick it in this ice bath to cool it down pretty quick, where it's pliable but almost cold. We don't want it hot. Okay, so we have all of that ready to go. Our milk is done here, or our cream rather, is done here. So we're just going to pour our hot cream into our chocolate. And we are just going to mix that till it's all melted and incorporated. Okay, so once you see our ganache, our chocolate is melted down, stick it in your ice bath and just keep whisking it till it's going to re-harden or harden enough that it's going to be like a thick sauce rather than it's kind of liquidy right now because it's hot and obviously there's more cream than chocolate, but the ice bath should stiffen it up. Okay, so our crust has hardened in the fridge. Okay, so carefully take that out of the fridge. And then what you're going to do is take this chocolate ganache you made and you're going to pour this over the bottom. Now, this looks a little thin to me. I'm following the recipe, what they say to do. If this is supposed to be like a thick chocolate ganache, it's kind of not. It's very, very loose, but I'm just going to tilt the pan and try to spread it around the bottom. I'm assuming it's going to re-harden and, you know, mix in with the crust and hopefully make a nice chocolate layer on the bottom. Let's hope. This is what the recipe says. If it sucks, then we know for next time, fix it, which we will. But anyway, this goes back in the fridge and we're going to start on our filling, okay? And now for the final step, our star of the day is our peanut butter. So we're going to take our half a block of cream cheese, okay? Put that into our mixer here. Then we're going to take our peanut butter, get that in there. So this is almost like a, I'm guessing like a peanut butter cheesecake. I mean, there's cream cheese in it. So I'm guessing it's going to have that kind of flavor to it. I don't know. I've never made a peanut butter cheesecake, I don't think. I don't know what that would taste like. I mean, I'm sure it would be good, but I don't know. And then our sweetened condensed milk is the last thing. Okay, so those three ingredients are going in here, and we're going to mix these up. Okay, so there's our peanut butter mixture. Okay, we're going to put that into this larger bowl, and the reason why we're doing that is because we need our mixer again to whip the rest of our heavy cream into whipped cream, and then we're going to fold that into this peanut mixture. So that's why you kind of need to do this in a bunch of steps, like I said. I mean, if you have a hand mixer, you could have mixed this with a hand mixer and then use this for your heavy cream, or vice versa. Or if you don't have one of these, use your hand mixer for all of the stuff. But there's our peanut butter mixture. We're just going to whip our cream and we'll be right back. Okay, now remember from our earlier shows when we made whipped cream, the better results you're going to get is if everything's cold. If your beater's cold, your bowl is cold. I put the rest of our cream after we took what we needed out into the freezer, so that's really cold. Okay, because if you want to make whipped cream, it's got to be really cold, and it takes a little bit. All right, so let's get our mixer going here. Let's get this in, and then once it's all in, we're going to kick it up to high and let it whip until we got whipped cream. Okay, see you in a few. Okay, whisk to soft peaks. I don't know if that's soft peaks or not. I mean, it's peaks. Okay, so now we're going to fold our whipped cream into this peanut butter mixture. I don't know, this, I thought this would be like a looser batter and everything else that you pour in and then it kind of stiffens up as you refrigerate it, which may be what's going to happen here. I don't know, but we're just going to fold this peanut butter mixture. I guess we should whisk it, but the peanut butter mixture is kind of thick to whisk. So we're just going to fold it around. Alrighty? Okay, I put everything back into our mixer, and I'm just going to mix it on low, our whipped cream and our peanut butter. Because it said to mix it in a bowl, and it was still, you know, wasn't blending well. I don't know if you're supposed to do that or not. It said to whisk it, but it was kind of thick, the peanut butter to whisk. So it seems to be working really good in here. So just, when you make your whipped cream, take your peanut butter and put it in the bowl with the mixer and the whipped cream on low and let it just blend together. I don't know why it didn't say to do that. So that's what I love about this show. You know, you learn like I learned. We're doing this together, man. You know, sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. We don't edit here to take out what goes wrong and fix it and redo it so you see the perfect version. We're not that kind of a cooking show. This is all about having a good time and learning how to try new stuff. Alrighty? So this is just about ready, mixed. We're going to get our crust out and we're going to fill that pie and then it goes back in and then we'll see it later on, I guess, for tonight. That's dessert tonight. Why not? That's why you do this show in the morning. Alrighty, be back in a few. Okay, so here's our chocolate ganache crust. Now the ganache still looks kind of runny, but I thought it was too runny when we made it and put it into our crust, but it's kind of there now, so I'm not going to pull it out. I'm just going to put this on top, which is what we're supposed to do next anyway. But I want to show you, see how nice, when you blended it, how nice this comes out, like a filling, like a creamy filling, okay? So, we're going to add this right to our ganache here, right to our pie filling, or you know what I mean, right on top of our chocolate. See, the chocolate looks kind of runny. So I'm hoping this is all going to firm up later, and we'll see. It's still going to be chocolate and peanut butter. It should still taste good. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, win, lose, or draw. You know, there was really no way to make an adjustment to that now. I mean, unless I poured the chocolate, took the chocolate out, but it's already kind of soaking into the crust, and I just, you know, I'm thinking it's going to firm up after a couple hours in the fridge, all right? So, there's our peanut butter filling, and just do the best you can. Kind of spread it out as best you can. Alrighty? We'll be back when this is all ready to go back in the fridge. So there it is. We smoothed it all into our pan as best we can. The chocolate was kind of runny. You know, the sides might be a little messy. I like them a little more picture perfect, but that's okay. So this is going to go in the fridge. I'm hoping the chocolate underneath sets and this filling sets a couple hours, like 2-3 hours. You can even do overnight, but we can't because we got to eat it today and celebrate it today. So we're going to put this in the fridge, leave it for a bunch of hours, and we'll have it later on tonight. Okay? See you later. Alrighty. There is our peanut butter tart. Now, I've never done this before. I've never used this tart pan before. I'm supposed to, I guess, just push on the bottom here, and this whole thing is supposed to pop right out of here. I'm guessing. I'm guessing that's what happens. Like that. Hey. I did pretty good with that. Look at that. Alright. Well, let's cut into it and see what happens. Alrighty. It's very mousse-like, seems. Let's hope that this thing's set. Alright, and then you get underneath this here, pull a hook at that. Wow. Well, I mean, I just want to show you how impressed I am. Didn't even break the crust or nothing. Like, got everything on that. Alright. Now, to see what this thing tastes like. Remember, it is peanut butter day, so that is our feature, this peanut butter mousse. The chocolate, I can see, is still, that ganache that we put on looks a little runny, but I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's soaked into the crust and it's perfectly fine. So, excuse me, let's see what we got here. Look at that. Wow. It's like a peanut butter mousse. It's, you know, it's got some cream. Well, you saw how we made it. It's got some cream cheese in it. So it's almost like a creamy peanut butter cheesecake mousse kind of thing. Really good. Wow. Very peanut butter. I'm glad I used the chocolate graham crackers on the crust. So you get that whole chocolate peanut butter thing, you know, which everybody loves chocolate peanut butter. Really, really good. I'm very impressed with this one. Alrighty. I'm going to finish this. Peanut Butter Lovers Day. If you love some peanut butter, make this one. If you have a tart pan, make this one. Okay? We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.